Hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. Good times with Scar here, and welcome back to the wonderful worlds of Hermits and Crafting. We're flying right over Hip Tower, where in our last episode we finally found the mycelium headquarters via our definitely not evil laser beam, and of course Mumbo's hard work with his boring machines that were very slow, but also very fun and entertaining. So Mumbo, B-Dubs, and I finally found that headquarters in our last episode, and boy, was that ever fun. Hanging out with those two is an absolute blast. And after a lot of searching, a lot of mining, here is the entrance to the Resistance headquarters that Grian showed us in the last episode. It is incredibly clever. Absolutely love it. And with that, we basically own this HQ. Green gave us the keys. We found it and we got it. So let me know in the comments what we should do with it. I kind of lean towards making it some kind of like memorial or museum for the Resistance. By the way, we need to go and get all of our, wait, what's that stuff called again? That block, the nether block, out of the boring machines, because we're going to need it today, and we're going to need a whole lot of that. So yeah, so this was cool. They also did a fantastic job building this. It's got a lot of neat things here, like the stasis chambers and things along those lines. So my friends, let me know what we should do with this in the comments. Those sneaky Resistance members have made half the shopping district entirely into mycelium, and sure brings back day one vibes to the shopping district. Oh man, but anyway, let's head back up into the town hall, where we do need to decide what to do with all the lols. We need to de-LOLify the town hall. What about the pond soil? Well, what about it? I mean, I like pod soil. I'm on your side too. If I could be on two sides, I'll be on the pod soil side. And also, we do need to do something about this chair. Now, as much as I love this delightful little bamboo chair, we need to make something a little bit more official with the diamonds. But before we get to any of that, got a bit of an announcement. Actually, two of them. New project and something that I have been now working on for 4 months. And that is taking Jellie from the virtual world into the real world. Out of the replicator she comes to you for your own Jellie to take on your adventures, to sit on your router, to wake you up at 4 in the morning to eat. You now have a Jellie that you can, you know, have as your friend, your co-pilot in your gaming, to just somebody to give you a little bit of love on those rough days, as she has done for me. So as I said, I hope you like it. It's taken a long time to get to this point where it's finally done. I'm so nervous. So there's a link in the description if you want your own Jellie cat. Ooh, that's good to get that off my chest. I have been dying to announce that for 4 months, basically. That's how long it took to design, because I must have sent it back 1,000 times for changes and things like that. And I just wanted to make sure it was the most perfect Jellie in the world for you guys. So link in the description. It will be around for a very limited time. So if you're interested, grab one up as fast as you can. And now it is time to announce our next big project here, and that is Aqua Town. That is right. Aqua Town will be built in the land that is Operation Aqua Thunder, that we bought back at the beginning of the season for 65 diamond blocks, which was a lot of diamond blocks back then, and still is a lot of diamond blocks. So that was a major grind to purchase all of this land, and unfortunately a lot of things kept coming up to prevent us from working on this area, like, you know, becoming the mayor, and well, you know, a couple wars and here and there. There's been things. So we're finally here to start working on this area, which is going to be absolutely amazing. So the idea of this is to build up a little town that sells things. My first shop here is going to be a department store, like an old-fashioned New York department store that sells armor. And it's going to sell netherite armor, which I feel like is a really valuable, cool thing for people to come and purchase in a fun department store design. So we need to go with a silly name like Threads. Scar's Threads. Or how about this? How about this? Threads by Scara. That sounds very upper class, right? Very, very regal, very premium. Oh, but I'm super excited. So originally this area was always supposed to be like a big tower for ScarX, and then there would be old buildings surrounding it. And well, let's make this happen. And maybe we can even get some other hermits involved in this project to help us fill in the different plots that we will install here for shops, which I think could be amazing. But we also have quite a few other shops here on the server, like our gigantic plant monster shop with this giant stem that sticks straight out of the building and the plant monster on top of it. And these things have not been restocked in a very long time, and we probably should do that. Not too bad at all. 32 diamonds from the little house of scars. Good old chest monster, been here since the first week of the server. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 stacks of diamonds. Are we? Oh my gosh, we are out of stock. Oh, that is, oh, never mind. Nope, there is one shulker box left. Look at it, just hiding in the corner. Wow, okay. I don't know if you guys remember, but we lost our shulker box supply box, and that was like 18 or 15 or something like that stacks of shulker shells. So we're gonna need to make a couple end runs here to fix this situation. But look at all that beautiful aqua. Secure all those diamonds, put them in the wallet, and away they go. Now I flew over here to show you the shulker beach resort that all these shulkers are enjoying here on this beachfront property. Now this might be the single most insane chest monster I've ever had. All of these resources for the Hep Tower, the factory, and of course, well, way back there, the laser drill. And I honestly don't know what to do with all this. It is an absolute mess, the amount of resources we needed to complete all of these massive projects. I cannot wait to start working on Aqua Town, and I've been dreaming in this area for a long time, having a modern skyscraper sticking out of some very old-fashioned looking buildings. I think that contrast will be absolutely amazing. But before we get to that point, we're going to need to build out the roads, set the plots for where the shops are going to go, and of course we are going to need to get a whole lot of netherite for our shop, because we're a department store that sells clothes, but specifically netherite, and that's going to be super expensive. So we need to grab what's left down in the mines, and then what we have in the Scar wallet, and then do some boom boom in the nether to get some more. So yeah, so let's activate Operation Boom Boom. Pop, 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 moo, pop, spoil me another, moo, pop, moo, pop. Welcome back, guys, from our netherite adventures in the nether, and boy, did we come out big with nearly 2 stacks of netherite. And this inspires me not only to make our fashionable clothing store for netherite, but also to make a hoe shop. Hoes are so useful, and nobody sells them on the server, and I think we can make a pretty cool shop around that, because I mean, the time savings of harvesting leaves with hoes is incredible. But while we were boom booming, we caused a bit of lag for Joe. And quite honestly, if it was laggy while I was making my video, that would have made it hard. So I have a apology gift here for him and all the lag that we caused. Where can we find a wandering Joe Hills? He made this super cool vineyard. Why, hello there. Oh, this place is a bit of a maze, but we finally made it down here, and there is Joe. So let's, I don't know, this is precarious on a ledge here. Whoa, Joe, don't mind me down. There is a gift, and let's see. Sorry about, we're gonna hit the wall, the lag. Came up with another idea for Aqua Town, and that is a shop that sells moo pop. That is right. We need to make some kind of restaurant design or an old-fashioned diner that could go into Aqua Town that sells moo pop bottles to the hermits. So add that to the list, to the clothing shop, the hoe shop, and now our restaurant here. So with that, we're going to start, well, terraforming this area up, because it is looking a little bit rough. Now, I don't have an exact idea for how this will all come together in the end. Sometimes I have a massive blueprint in my mind, and sometimes I just like to, well, go with the flow. So with that, let's get the boundaries of this built by setting up a road, and then from there, adding the grass and the details, and then we can start working on the builds. So let's hit super fast build mode. I may have gotten a little carried away with the scale and the size of Aqua Town, but welcome back. And I was just listening to a podcast and just ripping, and I kind of like took a moment and be like, wait a second, I better stop or this thing's going to take up the entire ocean. But I think in the end, this will give us so much room to explore different designs and ideas, which is going to be absolutely amazing. And please trust me, this design for the roads is most definitely not the final design. It looks plain, it looks a little odd with the crisscrossing pieces that go through the intersections. Now I have plans for all of this now, so this gave me a ton of time to think and kind of plan the design for the road. So I think this will look absolutely fantastic. And I forgot, I filled in this area for more land, so we have another little chunk. Maybe we could build a little tunnel back there that could be, I don't know, Moo Tunnel. So in this area, I want to start putting down some streetlights. I want to install some trees along the road. Now, I wish the road in the center here was maybe 1 to 2 blocks wider, but unfortunately we couldn't scale it up anymore because it would really take away from the island space. Like, I want there to be a lot of room for shops and things like that to breathe and to flourish in this spot, so you're not kind of constrained by space as much. So yeah, had to make that sacrifice with the street, but I think we can make up for it. So yeah, now I just got to figure out exactly how to put our street lights, trees, and turn signals and things along those lines all in these compact roads. So my friends, once again, let's hit super fast build mode and complete the layout for Aqua Town. Of super fast build mode, and we have got this place texturified and the start of the terraforming going down. But I have gotten to the point where I'm out of resources in terms of building up the dirt anymore, and we're gonna need to do a massive grind labs to get more dirt to finish the backside and things along those lines. But it took an absolute ton of time to get all of this texturized, and it was a lot of fun. I did a lot of testing in my test world to try to get some interesting patterns. So I really think this looks like an old-fashioned road like we're trying to achieve with the design. And then on the backside we have a little bit of the bricks, and then the buildings can go right there. So it just gives a little buffer room in between the road, sidewalk, and the buildings, so things aren't super close together. So what I mean by that is, if a building was, do I have some blocks here? Hold on. So if a building started here and another building started right there, that's a little bit too close. So having this extra bit of buffer room right here gives the buildings a little bit more room to breathe, and maybe you have some extra little details in front of the shops and things along those lines. But I really hope you like the texture that is in the road once again, because yeah, I've never seen this particular block used for like a road, and I think it looks pretty old and pretty beat up. So next thing we need to do is to add some street lights, because well, it's very dark. So once again, I spend way too much time in my test world just building. Sometimes I could get a little carried away and experiment, and well, I made like 20 different street lights, but in the end I kind of like this one. It's a little bit decorative, it's a little bit over the top, and I think that really fits Aqua Town here. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. Now, the only thing I might change once I actually see this now in the world and in the space is that it's a little short. You'd think after 20 different designs I would have had this really nailed out. But yeah, I might make it one block taller, but now we're gonna need to build a whole lot more. Now that is what I'm talking about. We've got the street lights all installed and ready to go, and we still have the one little short fella, but I'm gonna probably keep it like that for fun. But yeah, I think this is starting to look good. So we need to start figuring out how the plots are all going to work, because not each section we're standing in, so this big one here and that one are dedicated for only just one shop, but multiple shops that hopefully will be attached to each other. And yeah, I think this area is going to look absolutely fantastic. It is about 5 times bigger than I originally anticipated, and this video has, well, it's been delayed 3 times now, so we're 3 days behind, but I think it was worth it getting this massive layout done for Aqua Town. So it looks a little plain at this point, but once we start getting the shops and all the details in, it'll slowly fill up to be something absolutely amazing. The first shops that will go in here that I'll make are the Ho shop, the Moo Pop shop, and of course our department store, which unfortunately I did not get done in this episode because, well, I didn't really anticipate this taking so long, because texturizing stuff, man, that takes a very long time to get it to look somewhat natural. And one point I want to make about this is each one of these intersections right here is a little bit more roughed up as it gets closer to the intersection, whereas the further you get away from it, it smooths out, because in those areas, right, there's gonna be more wear and tear on the roads and the sidewalks and things along those lines. So that is the methodology behind this texturization of this, is, you know, just a little bit more roughed up in the areas that I feel like would have more traffic. Taking a moment away from Aqua Town to fly over to the town hall and address, well, the lols, because I need to do some off-camera work over at Aqua Town, because I don't want to bore you with placing another like 5,000 dirt blocks and sand blocks. So back here to address the lols and to, well, de-LOLify the town hall, because, well, it's time to have our lol by lolling these out of the town hall. You enjoyed my lols, Jelly? There's a lot of lols, but soon, well, there'll be no lols, because, well, we'll be de-LOLifying it, because we will be restoring the throne. The last step on building the throne is always the hardest. And that's getting Jelly up onto her spot here. And come on, hop up there. No, you can't do two block jumps. All right, all the way up. Come on, this way, and then up this section. There you go. Good job, Jelly. You're doing way better than other previous times, okay? and right onto your poof. Come on, onto the poof. Come on, right onto the poof. Oh, I might have to do this manually. No. You are not going to go off the edge. There we go. Oh, okay. That was actually way easier than before. Could you turn around so you could face the camera, please? That is the sign of a very, very angry and upset cat right there. But look at that. We got the throne back basically how it was. And I have rebuilt this many times, but I think it is looking pretty darn good. I also added the mycelium and the pod soil here just to show those two sides. Who's in charge? And there we go, my friends. I hope you enjoyed and are excited about the brand new project here on Hermitcraft, Aqua Town, and of course the Jellie Plush. And Jellie, aren't you excited about the Jellie Plush? Really? Are you excited, or are you just gonna stare at the wall? She's gonna stare at the wall for now, okay? But remember, there's a link in the description. It'll be around for about 20 days or so. So I hope you like it. And until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar. And I always really push you guys, take the time to watch the videos. And if you believe the video deserved a rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later. Don't forget to subscribe, because you may just become scarred for life. Yes, Jellie, I'm gonna feed you in just a moment.